Hello and welcome to Adam's Sports Show. I'm Adam Green. This is my sports show. Let's get to some stories. First off, Phoenix Suns forward Michael Beasley was arrested on suspicion of marijuana possession. This is my shocked face. But in all fairness to the 24-year-old, of all the bad crimes he could have potentially committed, this one isn't high on the list. Phoenix Suns bought the domain name beat.la, which was a clever move that should help with the team's rivalry. Of course, what would also help is having better players, but, that's neither here nor there. In other news, in a press conference discussing his appeal of a 211-game suspension for PED use, New York Yankee Alex Rodriguez said the ordeal has been tough on him because, quote, I'm a human being. But with all the foreign substances he's put into his body, can we really be sure that that claim is accurate? 12 other players were also banned for 50 games, and many of them apologized, saying this is one of the biggest mistakes of their lives. However, their apologies were about as well done and believable as Discovery Channel's documentary on Megalodon. In other news, Johnny Manziel, you know what? Let's introduce a new segment. So here's your weekly moment of Manziel. The A&M quarterback is in the headlines again, this time for possibly profiting off his autograph. But to be fair, this isn't the worst thing he could do. Hell, it's probably not the worst thing he's done this month. An ESPN The Magazine survey of college football players saw ASU coach Todd Graham earn 14% of the vote for last coach they'd ever want to play for. He beat out USC's Lane Kiffin, who had just 11% of the vote. Now, I'm all for knocking ASU, but there's no way anyone should finish ahead of Kiffin here.
You mentioned how TJ was playing sort of a deep...
I gotta go.
The Phoenix Coyotes ownership saga has finally, mercifully, and officially come to an end. So now the rest of the Valley can go back to not pretending to care about hockey. NFL guard Brandon Moore, who agreed to a contract with the Dallas Cowboys Tuesday night, decided Wednesday that he'd rather retire. Rumor is Tony Romo attempted to contact Moore before he called it quits, but all his messages were intercepted. Okay, go ahead and watch this video.
It's football on your phone, so now's your chance
To have football on your phone and football in your pants.
Look at this guy using his phone as a phone.
Your phone ain't for calling,
Your phone's for footballing.
It's football on your phone.
Yeah.
Football on your phone.
Nicely done, Mannings. Over at Cardinals camp, it appears defensive lineman Darnell Dockett may not, in fact, own a pet tiger. This is the most disappointing thing to happen to a Cardinals training camp since the quarterback battle between Kevin Kolb and John Skelton. Timberwolves rookie Shabazz Muhammad, who brought a girl to his room at the NBA's rookie transition program, was kicked out for violating a rule that says any outside guests must be approved by program administrators. This seems a tad hypocritical, because the reason Minnesota wanted Muhammad in the first place was his ability to score. All right, now it's time for the tweet of the week. This one comes courtesy from this, we're going to call him George, because I can't really pronounce his last name, but he has a picture talking about Notre Dame's new uniforms that they're going to be wearing for the ASU game on October 5th. And he says, here again is the entire array of Alabama's home uniform options. There's one uniform there. So kind of poking fun at the idea that all these colleges have so many different uniforms, and I thought it was funny. Anyway, that's going to do it for this edition of Adam's Sports Show. Thanks for watching. We'll do this again next week, right here on ArizonaSports.com.